Before we start this meditative session, I want to make sure that you are nice and comfortable, that you are in a safe place, and that you are relaxed. Are we ready to begin? Excellent. So the first story is called Dancing with Butterflies. Close your eyes and think hard about a party. It's going to be the best party you've ever been to. What would it be like? Let's see if you can find out. Pick up your magic lantern and walk down the enchanted path. Where will it lead you tonight? You are in a garden that's blooming with all different flowers. There are red ones and purple ones, yellow ones and orange ones, and tall ones with big blossoms that sway in the wind. Tiny insects dart from flower to flower, sucking up their sweet nectar. Just then, a movement on the far side of the garden catches your eye. You see a small creature sitting on the white garden gate. It's a caterpillar, not a big hairy one, nor a small spotty yellow one, but a green one that looks quite ordinary to you. So, you make your way across to the gate over grass that tickles your toes. Tickles your toes. At last, you hear the green caterpillar cry with joy as she holds up and reads a white card with edges of gold. On it, in spidery writing, is written, "The Queen of the Butterflies invites you to attend the Butterfly Ball." Hurrah, hurrah! The night of the party has arrived. I shall go as I am, of course, says the caterpillar with glee. Brilliant green for a brilliant ball. She does a little twirl, then stops as she catches sight of you stepping toward her. "Oh, but you must come too. Yes, do, she laughs. "It'll be such a grand party. You look down at your clothes. How can you possibly go to the ball dressed as you are? You feel so disappointed. If only Isabella were able to come. But look," says the caterpillar, pointing to a little blob on a leaf. "She's still a chrysalis." All of a sudden, the chrysalis starts to wiggle and jiggle. Wiggle and jiggle, wiggle and jiggle, wiggle and jiggle. Pop, pop, pop it goes. Struggling free and panting a little, something is emerging. Something with two beautiful big eyes, two long, thin antennae, 6 spindly legs, and a short, slender body. You watch as the creature stretches out gracefully, and like magic, 2 magnificent pairs of wings start to unfold. It seems that what was once a blob has turned into the most beautiful butterfly. The butterfly's wings are wet. She flaps them up and down slowly, and they flutter in the wind until they are dry. The wings dazzle you. They are so beautiful. In them you see all the shades of the sky, of rainbows, of sunsets, and even of starry, moonlit nights. "Oh, how lovely you look, Isabella," gasps the caterpillar. "Hurrah, hurrah, now you can come with me to the butterfly ball." Then, with the tip of one wing, the butterfly touches your head. All at once you begin to change too. You've grown your own beautiful butterfly wings. How light they feel. So light you hardly know they are there at all. Now it's time to try out your lovely new wings. So you follow the butterfly as she flies around the garden. Together you flutter from one flower to the next, and then you dart up into the sky. Higher and higher you fly, heading toward the moon and the twinkling stars. Below you watch as the garden becomes smaller and smaller until it's no more than a tiny dot in your eye. Isn't it wonderful to fly like a butterfly, as light as a feather, dipping and diving, swooping and soaring, floating and gliding with the greatest of ease? Now you hear music among the flowers below. It's soft, gentle music that sounds like the tinkle of sweet, tiny bells. You see strings of fairy lights stretching from one tree to the next. You hear laughter and singing. Then you see them. Thousands and thousands of them. A carnival of caterpillars, a bevy of beautiful butterflies, all gathered together for the butterfly ball. There are big, graceful butterflies whose satiny wings shimmer in the moonlight. There are tiny butterflies with bright little wings that catch hold of the starlight. There are butterflies with wings that glimmer and glisten as they flutter to meet you. Flutter, flutter, flutter. And there are caterpillars, big, hairy caterpillars, small, spotty, yellow ones and green ones that look quite ordinary to you. "What magnificent wings," they call out. "How proud you feel. How happy you are to be at the ball. And now it is time to enjoy the party. What will you do? Will you join in all the games? Will you feast at the banquet and drink cups of sweet nectar? Will you flutter your wings as you dance until dawn? And when it's time to go home and climb into bed, will you dream of the caterpillar, the one who invited you to the best party ever? The friendly green one who asked you, yes you, to the butterfly ball." So, with every story there are affirmations, things to think about. So this one says, "Be proud to be yourself and comfortable with your looks, because there is no one quite like you, and that makes you super, super special. Like people for what they are, not how they look. When you are feeling happy, share your happiness with others. Always make the best of everything, even when you are disappointed. Good things may come along soon, and they will. They will. Even if it is the gloomiest day and everything is going wrong, things will go right again. They always do." is the first story. This next story is called The Circus of Dreams. And again, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to think about what you want to be. What do you want to do in this lifetime? Do you know what you want to be? It's okay if you don't. And if you are already where you want to be, that's awesome too. What would it be like to be a doctor, a detective, an artist, or even a circus acrobat? Let's see if you can find out. Pick up your magic lantern again and walk down the enchanted path. Walk down the enchanted path. Where will it lead you tonight? To a dark and dusty room. It's so dark that it takes you some time before you can see anything clearly. And then you see that there are clothes racks all around, bulging with costumes and drawers overflowing. A pudgy little dog wearing a green velvet jacket and a silver top hat greets you. Ruff, ruff, he says. What will you wear for the party? What do you want to be? What party, you ask? The dream party, of course, replies the dog. He takes out a costume. How about being an explorer? Then you can discover new lands and new cities. Not me, you say. I'm not brave enough. Bless my whiskers, says the dog. Who ever heard of such a thing? This is where your dreams come true. Put on this costume, and you'll have all the courage you need. And a map. And a compass. And no. Then how about this? A perfect magician's outfit. With all the tricks you can ever imagine. No, thank you very much, you say. I don't know any tricks. In the costume's all the magic you need, says the dog. He goes on pulling out each of the costumes in turn. See, here's a doctor's costume. What? You're not clever enough. Put on this white coat, and you'll be clever. You'll learn how to cure people when they're ill. What else do you say? Not wise enough? Put on this teacher's hat, and you'll be wise. Not bold enough? Not talented enough? Not good enough? Not anything enough? Barks the little dog, scratching his ears. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Why do you think you're here? This is your circus of dreams. Here you become whatever you wear. And what are you, you ask? I'm the dream dog, says the pudgy little creature, proudly. And he waggles his tail from side to side, side to side, to show just how proud he is. Now, see here. With this dragon suit, you can breathe real fire. With this space suit, you can walk on the moon. With this diver suit, You can dive into the deep blue sea. But, you say, trying to interrupt. I'm not big enough. Tickle my ears, barks the dog. Of course you are big enough. Put on any of these costumes and you grow to fit it. No problem. You look along the row of clothes. Have you got you splutter because you can't see what you were looking for. You were not even sure exactly what it is you were looking for. How about this? Says the dog, holding out a sparkling costume with glittering gold leggings and a shimmering top. This is a circus acrobat's costume. Go on, try it for size. So you slip on the costume and it fits just right. Now you find yourself on a tiny platform high up at the top of a huge circus tent. You are caught in a bright beam of light. Below is a circle of excited faces, all looking up at you. The crowd are watching and waiting for you to perform. You feel no fear. You smile and wave, and then towards you from a platform opposite comes a bar swinging on two strong wires. It's a trapeze. Without thinking, you catch hold of the bar. Your feet leave the platform. Now you soar through the air, letting go of your trapeze, only to catch hold of another. Now you are swinging back again, this time holding on to the bar with only your strong feet and toes. Forward you go and backward, making the crowd below nothing more than a blur. You are spinning, twirling, dancing in the air. You feel light and free as a bird, free as a bird. With a spin and a somersault, you land back on the platform. Your trapeze act is over. Now you step on to the high wire. You look down for a second. Then you look straight ahead. Carefully, very carefully, you feel your way with your toes. In your hand, you hold 4 big, bright rings. You begin to juggle them. At the same time, you make your way along the wire, looking only straight ahead. Whoops! A sudden wobble. One of the rings falls out of your hand. There's a gasp from the crowd below, but you are not afraid. You smile as the ring turns into an exquisite white bird. It's all part of your act, part of the thrill, part of the danger. You recover your balance and carry on, walking along the high wire until you reach the opposite platform. There, taking a bow with you, is the pudgy little dog. He winks. All at once, you are back where you started, surrounded by costumes. You hand back your outfit. You'll come again, won't you? Asks the dog. You know that you will. But, which costume will you try next time? So here are the affirmations. Never tell yourself that you can't be what you'd like to be. If someone else has done it, why not believe that you can too? Life is full of possibilities, but you'll probably find that you are better at doing some things than others, and that is okay. That is okay. Ask yourself what it is you are best at, then enjoy doing it well. When there is something worthwhile you really want to achieve, it's up to you to work at it. You'll be surprised how well you can do. Sometimes ordinary things are best. It's better to be a brilliant cook than a bad president. It literally says that in the book. You don't have to dream of being someone unusual. And never feel that you are not good enough to be somebody special, because guess what? You already are. So, we have one more. So this next one is called The Dream Makers. And again, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and try to imagine where your dreams come from. Do they just enter your mind, or does someone put them there while you are asleep? Let's see if you can find out. Pick up your magic lantern. Pick up your magic lantern. Pick up your magic lantern. And walk down the enchanted path. Where will it lead you tonight? You find yourself in the middle of a beautiful park. There's a new moon pale like the end of your fingernail, and the stars are twinkling high above you. All around you see trees, flowers, and grass. On the lake there are swans with long, slender necks in the shape of the letter S. What a lovely, peaceful place. Suddenly you hear someone laughing behind a bush, and you go to find out who's there. It's two tiny children, half your size. They are giggling a lot, and they're trying to shovel what looks like glittering sand into their buckets. The trouble is, the sand doesn't want to stay in the buckets. It keeps trying to escape. Everywhere are lots of tiny children trying to collect the glittery sand. What could this sand be? It can't be just ordinary sand, or they wouldn't be so careful not to spill any. So you ask your new friends what it is. Why, it's starshine, they tell you. The stuff dreams are made of. We are dream makers. Every night we gather up starshine and put it into our dream machine to be turned into lovely dreams. Come with us and we'll show you. The dream makers take you to a big, shiny metal machine in the middle of the park. Now they empty their buckets into it, and the machine starts to shudder and shake, rattle and gurgle. Shudder and shake, rattle and gurgle. Round the back, you can see the chief dream maker working hard as he turns the big candle. All at once out floats a patch of bright, shiny dreams, each one as light as a feather. They are floating off to have some fun with all the world's children while they sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. You watch the dream makers jumping onto the dreams and riding them off high into the sky, past the pale moon and the twinkling stars. But wait, there goes a dream all by itself. Quickly, the dream makers try to catch it, but off it rockets. Gone. Oh dear, says one of them sadly. A nightmare's escaped. Now your friends let you empty some starshine into the machine. Once again, it shudders and shakes, rattles and gurgles. Then out pops the most beautiful shimmering dream you could ever imagine. This dream's just for you, says one of the children. Hop on board and it'll take you wherever you wish. You thank them and promise to visit again. Now it's time to leave the dream makers, so catch your extra special dream and close your eyes. Close your eyes, close your eyes. I wonder where it'll take you tonight. Here are some affirmations. The world goes dark every night to give your eyes a rest. The world goes dark every night to give your eyes a rest. So don't be scared, don't be alarmed. 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 Dreams are the safest place to be. If you fall, you'll never hurt yourself. Even if you have a nightmare, remember you are still safe in your own cozy, 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 cozy bed. Your own cozy, cozy, cozy bed. The night is the time to sleep and dream, not to worry. The night is the time to sleep and dream, not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Relax your mind.